Give me the go live. Hello everyone, we are here, we are live, we are ready to go, and I'm picking up pretty much where we left off with at the conclusion of the last stream with the Bob and Michael in the Terrier 1-A3 closing in on this little probe. We were actually only about 50 meters away. I already start myself moving in this direction, so I wanted to sort of actually let's set this target here. Realize I had the, there we go. We're gonna try this again because you might recall last stream I gotta slow down. We're coming in here pretty quick. Last stream Michael had a bit of an adventure with when she went and did an EVA. And the Kerbalism decided that she didn't need any propellant in her EVA pack. And she went drifting and we had to go and rescue her. But rescue her we did, and now we are going back to the mission and trying to get this thing. And if you recall, what the deal with this is, it has sample storage aboard. It's already collected 2 materials bays and 2 mystery goos on its way here. And what I want to do is bring it over to the station. And we're going to put in some more samples, and then we're going to send it off on its way back to Kerbin. But what we got to do is we got to dock with it. We got to bring it over to the nearby station. I'm not sure quite how... There's the station. It's 1.4 kilometers away. We can do that. First things first. Here, let's aim the camera even a little higher. We also have, by the way, the Minmus 5. Minmus 5 is an uncrewed landing sample and return mission. It's about a day and a half away. So that's going to be... Hi, Dinah. I'm going to say this wrong. I keep thinking that it's Dionysius. That's right. I don't know why I think... Sorry, I'm right in the middle of actually... I think I'm coming right towards the docking port right now. Slow down a bit, but I think we're pretty good here. The whole purpose of this little docking port on here is just so we can grab it. And I'll explain what happened. I think I figured out why Michael was without EVA propellant last episode. But we'll get to that. Okay. And, okay. What I think was happening was, let's tuck this back. Actually, I don't need an alarm clock anymore. Is that this says here that, this pod has no monopropellant aboard. And how Kerbalism works is, you know what I should do while I'm talking about this is send us going in the right direction. So let's control from here and spin this towards the station. Set that as a target. Minmus station. Okay. And then I'll explain what's going on. But we are moving. You know what? I think I'm going to use my main engine here. Activate that engine, but shut down this engine. That would be... Yeah, we're moving away a little bit too quickly. So let's just throttle a little bit. Here it comes. Whoa, 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 whoa. We're going in pretty quick now. Let's spin this around. This thing's hauling this around pretty easily. That's good. There we are. Get ready to slow down here on the other end. And then we'll explain what's going on with Michael. Okay, I got a warning here from YouTube about the internet. I'm hoping, or about the streaming here. Okay, now it's saying excellent, so maybe now it's fine. I don't know. Nope, now the error is back up again. Shoot. Okay. Let me know if you're experiencing buffering issues at your end. I'm not 100% sure what to do while I'm doing this at the same time, but I shall do my best. Okay, let's put this in on here. So as I was saying, this does not have any monopropellant on in this capsule. However, there is monopropellant aboard, and what Kerbalism does is it uses the monopropellant as propellant for the EVA packs that the Kerbals use. So you no longer have infinite propellant. You use up the monopropellant you have on board. But what ended up happening was, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to repressurize this capsule here. Just give me a second. What ended up happening was that, if you recall, Michael was out hanging on to the ladder, and I went to grab the EVA pack out of storage, and I think that somehow messed it up. Somehow Kerbalism didn't put in the EVA pack that was supposed to be there, and that was a problem. Video stops now and again. Okay, let's see if I can figure out what is going on here and how we can rectify this. Shoot. I have been having internet issues. And I'm not entirely sure what I can do about it. This is my first time I've run into... I can't adjust latency while I am... Sorry, I'm looking at the screen here. I should actually pay some attention here. Oh! No, the warning is still there. Okay, I'm not entirely sure there's anything I can do about the stream quality. It tells me that it's not good, but like I said, nothing I can do about it. I have been having internet issues for the past few days. That might be the issue. I might have to, I'm sorry, I might have to just kind of muddle through this. So we're close in on this. Hopefully it will resolve itself. All right. About 1.1 kilometers away. Let's get in there. Let's get this done now. What? I have this repressurizing. Yep. Oh, why don't I talk about things that I meant to talk about today, and then maybe in that meantime, things will go. Number one is, unfortunately, I will not be doing a stream on Thursday. I'm going to be away. I'm not going to be available. I will not be around my PC, so sorry about that. I do plan on doing a stream, though, again on Monday. I will put announcements to that effect on YouTube and on the Discord and on my Patreon page, okay? And before anybody asks, I am still in 1.11. I know 1.12 came out towards the end of last week, and I played a little bit with it without putting any mods on it. But I do plan on upping this stream up to this game itself, up to 1.12, if all the mods will let me. Hopefully that will happen relatively soon. Takes care of announcements. All right. Yeah, we're still coming in. Oh wait, we can time warp. Why? We can speed up time. Why am I sitting here just watching it come in slow when we can actually come in quicker? Okay, here comes our station. And then we'll try again to get Michael out there to service some of these engines. Now, one of the things I am thinking about is, one thing I didn't think about with this station was monopropellant. I do not have the most, I should be sending up more monopropellant. But what I also would love to send up here is the science lab, because if I can get up the science lab, Kerbalism allows me to process all of these samples out here, and then I don't have to keep sending them back to Kerbin. So to do that, but that costs me 550 science, and right now I am at 437.3 science. So what I'd like to do is actually take care of getting back the samples I got. That should put me over the top as far as science goes, and then start thinking about building a science lab and bringing it out here and installing it onto the station. And while I do that, I'll bring out some monopropellant on storage on that science lab as well. So that some monopropellant storage on that as well, so that we can keep our monopropellant storages up. Okay, getting to the station now. Let's select a docking port. I am thinking of this one. Thankfully, we have lots of docking ports available. Oh, we can set it as a target. There we go. Start slowing down. Whoop. Let's use a little RCS to slow down here. Yeah, that's working better. These are just the little RCS ports that are on this thing, and they use up a nice small amount of RCS propellant. I do like these little ports over the really big ports. They're less thrust, I know that, but they are less propellant as well. Okay, coming in. Everything seems to be good, and then we'll wait until we're docked before we EVA Michael again. And again, if you're having trouble docking, well, one thing is I do have a mod installed, Docking Alignment Indicator, which puts on this little red icon that lines up the docking ports for you. But then what you need to do is just get a nice little line here between your ship icon, the target icon, which represents the target docking port right now, and then your prograde icon, so that the prograde is basically pulling your ship towards this purple target icon. So right now our line is all pretty good. We're coming in here. Are these? These are probes of some kind. 3B? Minmus 3B? I don't know. I'm losing track of everything I have around Minmus. They feel kind of close. I guess Minmus is small. Here, let's move our camera up at the front here. What I'll do then is detach and remove the ship, because I'm going to send this guy back home. We'll detach, we'll put the Terrier or the ship back onto its regular base. There we are, coming right on, and boink. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I love stuff docked together. It just makes me happy. Okay, we are going to detach. This is where this is. Detach. Where are you? Other one. Undock. Back to here. And let's back away. Control from here. And we need to get to the only 0.625 meter docking port is over this way. So we need to set that on the target there. Spin this around the right way. That way. There we go. Again, the little docking icon there really helps. And my understanding is with 1.12, they did not help when it came to docking, which I find kind of unfortunate, to be honest. I wish they would give us some more tools for helping with docking. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they, expanded on the docking interface and made it all nice and easy for us, but I don't think so. Come a little sideways here. Make a little down. Oh, that's up. Down that way, I think. Oh, no, no. I think I was that way. Okay, here we go. That's the way. I'm at a point now where I can't see any other icons, so... That's the one I gotta go. That way. We'll go this way until we see that prograde icon on the Navball here. There is a docking alignment indicator mod which gives you a really nice interface in a separate window that actually solves the problem that I'm having right here with just putting arrows off to the side to tell you which way to go. But I just didn't want the... Here we go. Now I'm starting to see the target icon over there. I know I can see I gotta come this way. Oh boy. I missed. Oh, and I hit map view. Okay, we'll try that again. That's a miss! That is lack of depth perception. I'm going to blame that on. Okay, which way? That way. Come on, let's do a better job. That was pretty embarrassing. There we go. Okay, go number 2. Hopefully this time we got things lined up a little better. Okay. All right, let's steer this in. Boink. Okay, there we go. We are here. Okay, let's take our Kerbals here and transfer them over to, let's start with Bob, into the HAB module here. And then I'm going to take Michael, and I'm going to transfer her actually to here. I got a Mark 1 landing can in the middle here. She should be in there now, yep. And basically I have this to act as an airlock. So the idea of this thing is that I can turn off the pressure control in it, and it's only depressurizing this little compartment. Now I want to make sure Michael has a EVA pack. I don't want to go through that again. And now if I EVA her, we should be just evacuating this little part, and because I have the pressure control, it won't try and repressurize this until I turn it back on again. It shouldn't evacuate the whole station, and this should save me on nitrogen. Okay, let's see. Now, before I let go, do I have monopropellant in here? Monopropellant, I have 5 units of monopropellant. Okie dokie. So we're good now. Let's let go. Do this on. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to service engines, because all of these engines have limited ignitions, but if you get an engineer, actually I think anybody. Okay, that one's practically new. I probably have serviced it already. Let's service this one over here. You can get a Kerbal to service them and increase. How is this still working? Okay, service the engine. Fasten that loose screw, and now it should be inspect the engine, and it says it's brand new, which means it has more ignitions. And then we're going to go over as well, because we've been using this Terrier a lot, over here, Minmus, and I haven't done it in either high or low space. So what we're going to do, can I transfer her out while it's not pressurized? I think I did. I did. I wouldn't think that would work, but it did. Now we'll put Bob in here. And pressure control is still stopped. And now Bob, again, will do the same check, because I'm very paranoid. He has the EVA, and he has an EVA kit. We will EVA. Again, we'll look up here. We see that Bob does have monopropellant on his EVA pack. That's definitely going to be something I'm going to be checking from now on. So Bob's going to let go. And I'm going to change the view again. We're going to back away from the station a little bit just to do this experiment. Okay. Don't want Bob to drift too far, though. Okay. And where are we here? Perform EVA science. I should have done this earlier. I just flat out just forgot. There it goes. And if you don't know what causes that little flipping, do a Google of the intermediate axis theorem. That's what causes that little guy to flip. But anyway, we're done. Our experiment. That screw will now be debris. Not really. The game will... It's physics-less, but... Seems kind of like an irresponsible experiment, if you ask me. Okay, let's get Bob in here. Grab and board. Okay, and and we want to transfer Bob. Okay, I think we're done with these guys. Transfer Bob into here. Both of them are now in our radiation shelter. Yep. We should be transmitting all kinds of science. We are, including the EVA experiment, and we're doing the flight experiment. I just want to make sure everything is on before we leave these folks. Yes, we are. So we're doing still lots and lots of science here. Lots of science still to transmit. Awesome. So what we're going to do is we have here all of our samples. Materials bays and mystery goos, some from high space, low space, and some from the surface that these two grabbed for us. We're going to transfer all of them over to our little storage container here. And you can see as I go through these that it's highlighting the storage container. And what this means now is I can undock this. We're going to send this back to Kerbin. Let's get onto here. We'll activate this engine. And we'll send this back to Kerbin, and this has quite a lot of science aboard it. Oh my, it picked up some flight experiment that it's transmitting too. I don't know how that happened. I guess the flight experiment was just finding places to store stuff while it was docked. Okay, let's get back to Kerbin now. So, we've got to make ourselves a maneuver. Oh, actually, this works out pretty well. If you've never done this before, getting back to Kerbin from a polar orbit around either the moon or Minmus, remember when you're returning, you basically want your ship to exit the sphere of influence of whether here Minmus, but it'd be the same for the moon, in a retrograde direction. So that's going to the left on your screen right now. And with the way this orbit is mostly in the same, the plane of this orbit's parallel to Minmus's orbit around Kerbin right now, that actually makes it work pretty well. Oh, wow. I don't need the burn to be as big as it is. Okay. Back off a little bit. Why do I have 180 in my head? I don't know. Play again a bit with the timing. Basically, I just play with the timing to see how low can I get this periapsis with Kerbin. If I get it as low as I can, then I figure I'm burning at the right spot. That's about it. So I want this to be about 35 kilometers. So it'll be going into the atmosphere. Again, we'll play with the timing a little bit. No, that's about it. There we go. And this burn's coming up in... Can I go back in orbit? Burn's coming up in 3 minutes, except I'm now really low. Timing again. Nope. There we go. Okay. Burn's coming up in just a few minutes. Is this on full? No, not even close. Only a 13-second burn. Let's open up KOS. I got multiple. I think it's seeing the ones that are on the station. I'm hoping this one Well, that's the Minmus station probe. See? How can I tell which one's which? Minmus station. Oh, does this been changed its name? I hate that. Yeah. This is Minmus 4, I believe, is what I called it. There we go. I hate that how it changes the... I know there's a naming priority thing that you can do, but I never think of doing that. Run our maneuver executor. It is not on board. Switch to the KSC and now run the communicate. There we go. We are ready to go. And it's good we're pointing away from the station. Turn that on. Is it me or does this feel like it's burning in a funky, weird control from here? Oh my gosh. Like that was so wrong, the direction it's going. Okay. Am I gonna miss? Now at least feels like it's burning in the right direction, but I'm a little nervous. I think it's okay. Yeah, we're gonna miss the station. Right? Let's go a little bit. I gotta get ready to abort this burn. I don't want it to drive itself straight into the station, but I think it's okay. Oh, it was probably on one of the docking ports. That's why the Navball was all messed up. Okay, about to say goodbye to the station in 3, 2, 1, and go. Bye-bye, station. With my irresponsible burn. Okay, we'll look at see how this works out here. Okay, what's that at? 34 kilometers. I'm sure that's absolutely fine. Okay, let's get out alarm clock because we got multiple vessels going. So we're going to be in 2.5 Minmus's SOI. So that should be good. Let's get this oriented for the solar panels here. Though it's not doing any more science, so it's really not using electricity. This back up to this corner, this to this corner, this to this corner. Put our view on free and we'll watch Minmus go away. Bye-bye, Minmus. We will most certainly be back. I'm being asked by Valley Killadude what mod is changing the Kerbal's looks, and that would be Texture Replacer is the name of that mod. With the diverse Kerbal's texture pack. Okay. We'll just leave. Just waiting for the Navball change to happen. There we go. Okay, and now we are falling towards Kerbin. So again, we'll add an alarm for that. And what I'm looking at here is when we get to periapsis in just under 8 days, that will obviously be too late. So I'm going to give myself maybe 20 minutes warning to periapsis. That will be before we enter the atmosphere. Actually, I can see it here. I think I have... Add that alarm. Oh, I don't have it selected. I know with Kerbal Engineer you can select... Oh, there it is. Time to atmosphere is 7 days, 5 hours, and we're getting an alarm in about 10 minutes before that. So that should be good. All right, so this, just make sure we'll check on everything. I think it's all ready to go. I've turned off things like out of the way. A little faster. Another 25 science from the EVA experiment that was just transmitted. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So what am I at now for science? 471.4. Again, my target is 550. Okay, just about in Minmus's SOI with this fella. Again, just waiting for the Navball jump to tell me that I'm into Minmus's SOI. And let's see, we're coming in. Oh, we're coming in retrograde. Look at that, coming in backwards. Let's get our just a little bit lower. Actually, before I do that, let's check ignitions. Oh, 39 ignitions. That's not a problem. We'll point this radially inwards. Let's be this way. Yeah. I ain't got Kerbals to service this engine. And we'll turn this thrust way down. It already is way down. Okay. And I can turn off alarm clock. Don't need to worry about that for a little bit. Okay, and I just want to lower this periapsis, get us a little closer to Minmus before I do my capture. So I'm just going to burn radially inwards. Get it down about 10 kilometers. $11 and $10. Okay, that's good. We will open up again KOS. And we will run our circularization at periapsis script. That just creates the capture burn for me. Don't need that no more. And let's again position this just for solar panel exposure. There really isn't much for this thing to do until it actually lands. There we go. And as always, I tend to quick save at this moment. Okay, boom, bitty, boom, bitty, boom. All right, 2 hours and 34 minutes to the burn. Oh, wait, let's increase this throttle. 9 seconds. Oh, we don't have to be that powerful. 12 seconds. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, let's get down there. Okay, we'll put it on free. Let's go. Watch ourselves coming falling towards Minmus. And we'll run that executor script. Still 936 meters per second left in this lander, so plenty of fuel. And then this thing again is this stays behind and this thing goes back. That's the plan. Hopefully with lots and lots of science aboard. Oh, it transmitted some science. I just noticed that. I don't know. Oh, probably a little bit from the gravioli detector because I know that's still some science. Yeah, it's running right now. Okay. Yeah, I know. I do have the align command. Lyad Lev goes, you got that align command. Why don't you use that for the solar panels? You're right. I'll use it right after this one. Right after this capture here. Let's see. Put this on here. Yeah, 10 by 10 or close enough. Burn complete. Here, this is what we're talking about. Align, run an alignment script to the normal vector. And then this is for the solar panels. We have ourselves a nice capture, just so people see. There's our station, but we're not dealing with the station. And we just got to find a place to put down, hopefully in a biome that we've not put down in before. And open up our ScanSat map, and let's take a look at our biome map of Minmus. So this is a visual map of Minmus. How is our biome map doing? Not great. I obviously don't have the probe in. My mapper is not in a very good orbit. One here. It looks like if we use the zoom map right there, and I think I should be able to. There is a. Oh, I got to unlock it from the ship and then go to here. No, no. Yep, there we go. I can see our trajectory here. The blue is our trajectory in the future, and the orange is our trajectory in the past, or maybe it's the other way around. I think it's that way around. But either way, you can see we are coming below the lesser flats here. So what I want to do is make myself a bit of a plane change. And the place to make the plane change would be a quarter of an orbit ahead of where you would like to go down. So like this is one full orbit around here. So that's half an orbit. So about here, and burn northward, I think would be the plan. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to time warp till our vessel is right around here. We have a ton of fuel. That is not the problem. It's about a quarter. I guess I could have counted squares too. I think I might be a little bit past, but it's okay. It's not super critical to be right there. And I'm going to burn normally up to, that's northwards. Yep. And we're just going to walk. Yeah, there comes our trajectory coming up. That's what I'm looking for. Perfect. Okay. That's happening. You can see now we're getting kind of a sine wave thing happening here, but the important part is we are coming over top. And in fact, I think what I can do, I have too many windows. Let's close all this. I think I can start our descent right now. Let's just get her done, as they say. So I want to make sure I'm looking at the right thing. I think this is the lesser flats here, if I'm not mistaken. The lesser flats are just coming into the daylight. You can see that, and that is this, definitely. So what we'll do is I am locked onto the retrograde vector and spinning for an unknown reason. Don't need this no more. I'm not sure that's a big deal that it's spinning, but it was annoying. Okay, we'll just burn retrograde. And that's pretty good for now. I want to make sure... Oh, I'm definitely clearing stuff. What is... Oh, I think I know what's going on. And the game are having a fight as to who gets to point the ship. That's what's happened. So I had to close that. Okay. A little bit more. We're going to land in here somewhere. That's pretty good. I like it. I like it. Okay. Let's get ourselves down there. I think I'm just going to lower our landing gear right now and get this done. Okay. I like to roll this so that the blue is up. I find that that helps with my orientation. I'm also thinking... What? Oh, no, my... I hate when you go here to look at the thrust to weight ratio that it's for Minmus. Like it's 26.66. I'd rather this just always be for Kerbin, or at least give you the option to toggle. Oh, I can take a look at my acceleration. I don't have that. Okay, forget it. Let's just... No, I should. Let's open up Kerbal Engineer. Edit that first HUD. I'll show you what I'm looking at. And I'm going to go to our vessel, and what I would like is our acceleration. That's what I want to see. Install that. This just takes a second. Push this upwards, so we'll plunk it right under the Delta Atmosphere. And what I will do as well, get a miscellaneous, put in, just to clean this up a bit, a separator. Move that up. Separator. There we go. All right, so now I got my acceleration. I can see my acceleration is 0.872. So that's telling me, you know, that's less than a G. That's feeling good. That's close to a G. Gives me an acceleration. I mean, it's way more than what I need to land on Minmus, but it gives me sort of a... something I'm used to, I guess is what I'm saying in my roundabout way. All right. Ooh, coming over. We're okay here, right? I think we're okay. But I think we got the lesser flats coming up right after this bit of this hill here. There we are. These should be the lesser flats, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Let that settle back down onto retrograde. In fact, what we'll do is actually point it horizon here. Yeah, I'm going to let it fall just a little bit more. I'm going to get myself right in the middle of this, and I'm just going to kill my horizontal velocity and fall. Like, that's nice and easy. I like landing in these big ice fields. It's nice because they're flat. Their altitude is at sea level. Alright, let's punch it. So what I'm looking to do here is simply kill off my horizontal velocity, just fall straight down. It's not the most efficient type of descent, but I got a ton of fuel and I just want to kind of get this done. So I'm watching this retrograde thing to its devices. It'll collect everything eventually. Okay, so 20 minutes for the materials base, so we'll just time that away. Time warp that away. Oh, I'm seeing them as... Whoops. Oh no, is the goo here? Sorry. I just... Okay, let's time warp this away. I'm letting myself get distracted. No, I'm not collecting goo. Okay. And the reason is I think I did collect it on before and I never collected it. I think there's what I got to do is force run the goo. Collect more goo even though it thinks it's done, but the back I find that, but it happens. Sometimes stuff happens. Get ready to turn this off. Okay, this we can stop. A little bit of a bounce again. We've now collected the goo that we need, and we still got just under 3 minutes on the materials bay. Okay, materials bay is collected. Woohoo! So if we take a look here, we got a ton of data. Our whole hard drive is full, but what we got here more importantly is samples of stuff, and we're going to transfer all that data here. So our materials bay and goo is all up in there. And now this is ready to go. So we're going to take off. Now we're going to shut down this engine. We're going to take this engine right out of the whole picture. I'm going to put on our SAS. We got 4 little ant engines that are responsible for taking this guy out of here. So I'm hoping, if everything is good, I'm nervous about this, I have that and that on the same stage. Should be able to just throttle up and head eastward. So, and is that antenna deployed? It is, and our stuff is all in there. So let's actually control from up here. Hopefully that will mean we'll follow it. Okay, let's go. Oh, what the heck happened there? I can remember this happening before. Son of a beach. I can remember. I checked all this, I swear. I remember this happening before. I have a distinct recollection of this exact thing happening. And what I remember doing was decoupling this and throttling up those engines. Oh, this is a mess. This isn't going to work, though. This is no longer attached. I messed this up. I am so sorry. Oh, my gosh. I can remember that happening before, and I don't know why it happened. Just trusting the staging, it got all mixed up. I thought my staging was right, but maybe it wasn't. But there we go. I'm losing this. There's no way I'm hanging on to that. What if I keep the throttle really low and nurse this into an orbit? No, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, no, 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 no. I time warped instead of... There we go. Ah! I meant to give more throttle and I time warped for some bloody stupid reason. Oh, I'm out of control because of the... forget it. Let's let this crash. It's going to die. Oh, man. My voice is now starting to lag too, says John. I'm very, very sorry. I'm sorry, Malcolm. I'll post this when it's all done. I do apologize for the lag. On my ISP are scumbags, to say the least. All right, this is just going to crash. We're going to let this go. And in fact, what I think I might just do is finish off the Minmus 4 mission, get that back to Kerbin, and call it. So Minmus 5 is a bust. I don't know what exactly happened there. We'll send another one in the future. Could be the same. Kimmy's saying, oh, that's probably the same reason you had the goo already collected. Could be. This is again a... here, let's get back to the Space Center. That was simply a moon mission that was redone again. And I have no explanation as... I don't know. I thought I had the staging. I was carefully looking at the staging. But maybe there's something that gets confused in there. I don't know. But what we're going to do is we're simply going to go to Minmus 4. And because of the lag that we're all experiencing here, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring Minmus 4 home. We're going to collect that science, and we're going to call it at that point. And hopefully we'll have more than enough science. Again, I'm looking for 255 science. Let's drop this towards Kerbin. How much science do I have? I have 508. No, I want 550. I have 508. Oh, I got it on board here. So this will give me the science I need. Minmus 5 Pro batteries are almost empty. I don't care. It's going to have all... Here, you know what I'm going to do? Minmus 5 is going to have all kinds of issues. It's a freaking mess. So what we're going to do here is select you, go to configure, and I don't want to hear about it. You're turning off all those messages. I don't care. Minmus 5 can die. I'm mad at it. I'm mad at you, Minmus 5. Hopefully this one will go better. Hello, Kerbin, you big, lovely blue ball of death, you. Okay. Let's get down there. So it is just this piece here that's going to be going down, hopefully, to the surface. Again, this is a redo of a moon probe that I've already used. I just basically used the same thing again. Tweak some fuel, and this one I'm pretty sure worked, so hopefully this will get this will be successful. This one, okay, closing in here. Let's see here. Should I trust this? I'm not trusting your staging no more. I'm sorry, I'm just not. I'm gonna do this way. Decouple. There we go, and we're gonna put you onto the retrograde vector. Arm this parachute. Parachute is armed. And Canada thinks that we all should have access to only one high-speed DSL service. And hence our DSL service, they can treat us any way they like. That wasn't too political, was it? Look at the beautiful sunset. We'll enjoy that. That is what we shall do. Okay. Chute has now fully deployed. We can jettison our heat shield, pollute our oceans, get this down and recover it. Yeah. And I am now at max time warp as it gently drifts down to the water. Whoa, that is the Terminator of the sun setting. A black line of night. Okay, here we come. And we are down and we are sinking and we're going to recover. Oh, buoyancy, and I never think about buoyancy. But it's recovered. That's all that matters. Just got to recover fast. All right, let's close this. Close this, close this. We now have 800 and almost 803 science. So what we're going to do, we're going to get into here. In fact, you can do this right now. We're going to grab, because I already know what I want. I want specialized command modules because I want the mobile processing lab. I'm going to grab that. And next stream, remember, no, there is no stream on Thursday. But next week on Monday, what we're going to do is we're going to try Minmus 5 again, and then we're going to build ourselves a new module for Minmus Station. Hopefully by then, my ISP will have sorted itself out. Our internet speeds will be better. I apologize to everybody for the lag, but have yourselves a great week, and we'll see you all again next Monday. See you, everybody.